All right. Well, my apologies here for getting to hit go live. I had talked about some of the teams here and the goalies here. So again, thanks for joining us here as you were waiting here for the start of today's contest. Didn't miss much yet. They went through starting lineups, which is the first I was aware that was ever happened. And they did the national anthem here. So that didn't happen at the start of the day when you normally are supposed to start it out. Here we go for live action as things get started right off the bat. Sheboygan beat Waupun in pool play 9-2. We'll see how this works out. Greta Gordakis is the goalie here for the Lakers. Her favorite drink is Starbucks, and her superpower, if she could do so, would be teletransportation. I love that. Jackson Zingsheim with the puck, drops it down low. Waupun trying to get something roll from the goal line. Skating with it. Good move here for Sheboygan. Terbeast had it bumped off of her stick, or his stick. Dropped down low. Gordakis with an easy save. Picked up here for Sheboygan. There's a wholesale change left wide open. Wallace comes skating in for Sheboygan. Tries to shoot it past, knocked down there by Cruz Steffes. Center, right in the middle. Good job there. Puck is knocked down by the defense of the Warriors. Shot save. Talley with 2 saves. As Sheboygan was able to get some good attack right off the bat. Skating with it is Griffin Batzler. Batzler drops it down low. Rims it around. Going to pick it up is going to be number 87 for Sheboygan, or 81. That's Nell Poppy. Her comfort food is Grandma's zucchini bread. And her bucket list is to go to Edmonton to watch some hockey. Edmonton Oilers fan. Shot. That's going to go well above the top of the net as it goes off of some shin pads. Picked up over there by number 3, Marcella Munger. Sheboygan moves it back into the neutral zone. A little touch pass. Nobody there to pick it up. Vincent Russell for Sheboygan. Soft sides, gets back on sides. Cross ice pass, that's not going to connect. Picked up over there by Jackson Zingsheim. Zingsheim makes a couple of moves at the blue line. He's going to skate through the neutral zone, try and come in. Number 13 on the defense, turned her hips too late. Parker Dorwart, and a goal scored for Waupun. Zingsheim. For the Waupun Warriors at 12:35. And they draw first blood here in the championship game. The Warriors. Maybe Sheboygan is thinking it was pretty easy the first time. Doral, good work there. Tried to get it in front to number 99, Claire Russell. Easton Nebel clears it out to the neutral zone. Given chase is going to be Nell Poppy. Poppy picks it up, makes the pass up here to Claire Russell. Russell able to get it around Nebel. Looks, makes a couple of toe drags. Follow up there by Munger. Good stick lift there, battle. Claire Russell trying to pitchfork that in there is Easton Nebel. Doro wide of the net for number 43, Tim Doro. His pump-up song is California Girls. Favorite music is Roadhouse. Our favorite movie is Roadhouse. And another goal scored by Jackson Zingsheim, I believe that is. There'll be another one unassisted. And Waupun is up 2-0 on Gordakis. And there might be a goalie change coming up here pretty quick. It's Casey Gordakis the head coach here for Sheboygan. The Waupun Warriors are up 2-0.
Number 19, Grandson, St. John,
Good work here by the Warriors to get things rolling. Easton Kibble had the puck bumped off of his stick, trying to clear it out of the zone. Over there is Kobe Dawson. Up against the boards, trying to escape as Peyton Schlichting centers it. Dangerous pass to put it into the house. Picked up there by Sheboygan off of the skates of Wallace. Waupun holds it in the offensive zone, drops it down to the goal line, going to pick it up and clear. I believe that's Bauer Kurtz, number 5. I couldn't quite see the number on there. Kurtz goes back again, picks it up by the King Manufacturing, slams on the brakes, changes directions, misconnects on the pass. That's going to go all the way down, and that should be an icing, and it is. And we'll have a face-off coming back down this opposite direction. Thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Hope that you're going to enjoy this broadcast. Hey, you need to participate with us. We need you to get stuff into that YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite players. We want you involved and participating with us. Up against the boards. Waupun shoots it towards the net. Off of the pad there of Gardakis. Left out into the house, but cleared by one of the forwards for Sheboygan. In the neutral zone. Zingsheim, who's got both goals here. Working it around. Good pass up there to number 15, Owen Shears. Shears tries to make a move. Angle shot, but puts it over the top of Gardakis and scores. And it's now 3-0. Good goal there by Owen Shears. And I'm not sure who moved it out to him. I'm hoping that they'll have it on the live score. Or will they have an announcer, so I should be able to get it announced as well.
Steffes.
Waupun up 3-0. Great start here for the Waupun Warriors.
Owen sister, number 16, Easton Eagle.
Easton Nebel on the assist. And the secondary goes to Cruz Steffes. Cruz loves playing Xbox with his friends, mini sticks, and eating Rocky Rococo's pizza. Great start here for the Waupun Warriors. Trying to take the championship here in their own tournament. After getting blown out 9-2. Kurtz steps up, walks into the glove of Wyatt Talley, who gets the save and the whistle. 8:44 here in the first period. Munger against Teachout. In the zone here for Sheboygan, down below the goal line. Picked up there by Colby Dawson. Dawson banks it off of the boards. Tries to get it over to Peyton Schlichting. Schlichting has it. Takes it from behind, but loses it there by Claire Russell. Front puck is out front, and it's loose. And a good job there by Teachout to clear for the defense of the Waupun Warriors. Good hold at the blue line there by number 13, Parker Dorwart. Shot wide of the net of Talley. Talley sits down awful low when he drops down on his pads. Picked up there by number 18, Griffin Batzler for the Warriors. Dorwart grabs a hold of it. Good pass there to the D, moving it up through the zone into the middle of the ice. Knocked down there with a couple of sticks. Picked up there, Claire Russell drops it down. Comes back into the neutral zone. And it's going to go in, and it's going to be offsides. on Sheboygan. What a start for the Warriors.
Yeah, like you said, they lost in pool play 9-2, and they've come out just swinging here and there, almost like the mentality of you aren't going to beat us twice.
Cross ice pass into the zone. On the attack is Logan Arndt. Arndt tried to center it, nobody there. Picked up into the slot. Battling with it is Owen Shears. He's got a goal. Back out to the blue line, cross ice pass. And that pops loose into the neutral zone. Easton Kibble gets it over to Zingsheim. Makes an escape move. Puts it in. Shears tries to drop it down low. Going to pick it up. It's going to be number 81, Nell Poppy. She loses it. Shears with it. Looks. Trying to find somebody. Comes all the way out to the top to Kibble. Swings it over. Far side shot and a save by Gerdakis in the glove off of the shot of Zingsheim. She was surprised that she even had it in the glove. 6:46. Sheboygan down 3-0 here in the first period. Picked up there by Russell. Skates through the zone. Good pass over to Doro. Doro slams on the brakes, has the Warrior go right past. Drop pass there, picked up there by Easton Neville. Tries to get it into the neutral zone, looking for somebody to pass it to. Moves it over to Shears. Shears, shoot. Shot, sorry about that. Off of the pad into the corner by Gerdakis. Down by the goal line. Escape move for Sheboygan. Grab there. Up against the half wall. Skating with it. Through the neutral zone is number 13, Parker Dorwart. Looks. Sends it into the house. Ricochet just off of Steffes. Goes wide of the net. Picked up there by Zingsheim. Skates through the neutral zone. On the attack. Stopped there by the defense. Puck is still loose. Stepping up on it was number 25, Jake Teachout for the Warriors. Couldn't pull the trigger. Comes into the neutral zone. Instead of going to get the puck there for number 34, Bentley Rogers waited for the puck to come and did not go. Cleared by the Warriors. Back on side is Sheboygan. Terbeast battling with it, stepping up with it at the blue line, gets into the zone. It's number 20. That's Leland DeLong. Leland's comfort food is Grandma's grilled cheese. His bucket list is go to Canada. Puck left way out front. Rebound control. And again, Tally sits way low on his pads. I understand what Sheboygan is trying to do there, trying to get that pass off of pads, but upstairs is going to be open on Tally if he's going to continue to sit down like that. 4:57 left here in that first period. He needs to stand tall. Poppy makes a move down to the goal line, goes around Warriors, looks to the house, tries to work it there to number 23, Vincent Russell. His pump-up song is Turn My Swag On. And if we could have a superpower, I'd love to be invisibility. Right into the shot, Russell. Right into the body of Tally, who makes the save. Turn, that time for Munger. Not there. Good hold by Munger to go after it. Keep it in the zone. It's going to be picked up there. Long stretch pass, gets it over to Shears. Coming through the zone. Takes a shot at the top of the circles. That's going to elevate and go into the netting. And we'll get a whistle at 4:12. 3-0 is your score. The Waupun Warriors here. Thanks again for joining us here on the live stream. And we get the whistle. Verdakis with the save. 3:53. Back here to live action. Waupun trying to hold it in. Doro gives chase for the Lakers. Cleared out to number 14, Shane Tabiste. Out to Wallace. Cross ice pass. Good puck work here. Slamming on the brakes is Doro. Has them go past, goes into the house. Moves it over here to Kurtz. Kurtz drops it down low. Into the slot. Couldn't get it there. Too many legs in the way. Puck was loose. Kurtz steps up and holds it in for the Lakers. Comes back off of the board to him. Cross ice pass to the D. Into the body and a save for Tally. Good fire over there by Nell Poppy. .3:14 left here in the first period, and the Sheboygan Lakers are trailing after dominating the Waupun Warriors in the pool play. Warriors learned from that maybe. Shot, knocked down in front. Puck loose. Picked up there trying to clear. Poppy holds it in. As number 16, Easton Nevo, tries to clear for the Warriors. It does. Back up quickly. Onto the stick of the Warriors. Good pass over to Shears. Number 34, Lonnie Lando, moves it up to Nevo. Good close there by the Warriors to try and keep it in the zone. Hustling back by Arndt to get back on side. Good pass. Arndt again with the active stick. Knocks it away. Munger picks it up there with Russell and Poppy. All three having to pinch the boards. Having to work wide open. Pucks are bad save there by Wyatt Tally. Right now the difference is Tally turning away those shots for the Warriors. Banged it up against the boards. Reverse direction. 2 minutes and counting here in the first period. Waupun. Shears makes a move in the neutral zone. Slams on the brakes. Tries to center. Picked up there by the Lakers. Good pass into the neutral zone again. Onto the stick of number 23, Vincent Russell. He goes wide, tries to get it in there. And Tally gets on it and gets the save for the Warriors. Boy, the Warriors got to feel good about what's happened here in the first period so far. D-to-D pass over to Kurtz. Walks in to the dot. Shot wide. Zingsheim with 2 unassisted goals. Backhand. Puck is loose. Trying to get a hold of it is Tabiste. Couldn't get it. And there's a whistle.
Yet again, another quick whistle. The puck was still loose, and just the rest, whenever they can't see it, they just blow it.
Which is technically what you're supposed to do, but they should give a little bit of time, even though that's what happens. Kurtz walks all the way into the house. Good pass there and into the glove of Tally. 1:13. My son will tell you that all the time when he was officiating. Yes, you're supposed to, when you lose sight of it, you're supposed to blow the whistle, but you also have to make the assumption that the puck might be loose and that the goalie should get on it and make sure it's totally secured. Nevo trying to hustle to get down to it. Kurtz gets there first for the Lakers. Reverses directions over to Dowart. Up against the half wall. In there for the Warriors. Dowart takes it away. Changes directions. Moves it over to the defense. Kurtz moves it up to Wallace. Wallace tried to get a cross-ice pass way too far in the neutral zone. Owen Shears picks it up. 35 seconds. Makes a nice move inside. Walks, elevates over the top of the net. Doro picks it up for the Lakers. Coming in with some speed. Crosses the blue line. Zingsheim He slams on the brakes as Doro gets it at the top of the circles, walks to the house, shot, elevates, goes over the top, or a little bit wide of the net on that shot. Poppy trying to hold it in. Good hustle play there by Munger to do so. Wallace for the Lakers. Looks, battle in there hard. I believe that's Nebo taking it and losing a stick. Nope, that's number 39, Easton Kibble. And that's going to be a whistle on the end of the first period, and the Waupun Warriors are up 3-0. Once again, we'd love to have you let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for into that chat. Let's go through here and talk about the Waupun Warriors since they've got the lead. Wyatt Talley, we talked about him and his stake already. Peyton Schlichting likes hockey, plays volleyball, track, and saxophone. Last year playing as a Warrior. Up, going to move over, I'm assuming. Colby Dawson loves hockey and soccer in a long-term relationship with Kaya. Okay. Logan Arndt, fishing, hunting, golf, hockey, and loves food, likes trucks. Got that. Okay. Amaya Rojas loves hockey and challenging herself, soccer and camping, tacos and ice coffee. Owen Shears, skating since he's been 2 years old, fishing, baseball, board games, riding e-bike, loves dark chocolate and Takis. Where did we leave off? Easton Nebo likes hockey, 3D printing, likes to dangle, golf, and chasing the girls. Number 18, Griffin Batzler likes baseball, hockey, golf, soccer, football, fishing, hockey, hunting, and tacos. Jackson Zingsheim, hockey and baseball, hunting, fishing, and loves all the girls. Bruce Steffes loves playing Xbox with his friends. We talked about him already. Jake Teachout, hockey, golf, soccer, playing games, collects rubber ducks. Cheeseburger, mac and cheese is his favorite meal. Lonnie Landau, hockey, camping, gaming, playing mini hockey sticks, and causing mayhem in the house. And then Easton Kibble likes hockey and baseball and hanging out with his girlfriend. Sheboygan trailing here 3-0. We're going to pop in and check that YouTube chat here quickly as well. Watching from Utzberg, number 14, to Beast. Like that. Go Peyton and Waupun cheering on from Fort Myers, Florida. Uncle Keith and Deanne. And let's go Lakers, go Leland. I can't believe this is happening in the championship. Hurts. Skating with the puck. Slams on the brakes for the Lakers. Well, you got to understand it's hard to beat a team twice, first of all. And second, I don't know what's going on here with my cord. Must be being pulled upon here. See if that'll make a difference. And the Waupun Warriors are playing at home, and they want to defend their home ice in their home tournament. They got to the championship, which was step number 1. And this is a pretty good team, just like the Lakers. They've stayed together. They've been playing together for quite a bit. Lakers in the neutral zone. That's Rogers. Peyton Schlichting had it there for a second. Picked up there by Poppy. Poppy turns the corner. Being hounded there by number 4, Colby Dawson. Pushed wide. Into the slot. Good job there. Stepping up to take the shot away from Munger. Was the Warriors' number 25, Jake Teachout. Comes all the way back to the defense. Hold in there by Dawson. Trying to get it out of the zone is Wallace. Picked up there by Munger. Swings it back to Poppy. Tried to get it into the zone. A hold in there for the Warriors. Walks in. Backhand by Batzler. Once again, almost held in there by Batzler. Hops off of the stick. Gets it into the neutral zone. Drops it back in. Picked up there by number 20. That's Leland DeLong. Walks in, can save by Talley. Elevated it, but got too close. DeLong again looks into the house. Good job there by the Warrior defense collapsing. Onto the stick of Arndt. Arndt skating with it. Good defensive play there by Kurtz to knock off the attack. Tried to center. Couldn't get it there as Tabist knocks it down. Picked up there, skating with it is Tabist. Has some speed. Looks to get to the outside. Centered. Wide open. Good save there by Talley. Pulling the trigger too late as Claire Russell just waited. And that'll be an icing as that's going to go all off of the toe. No icing as Gerdakis gets the toe on it. Dorwart with it. Up against the boards. Teachout trying to pick it up off of number 12, Amaya Rojas. Pitchfork there by Schlichting. Held in at the line. No, taken away from Dawson. Looking to move it up by Dorrit. Easy telegraph there all day is a good read by Dawson to read it and pick it off. Coming back the other way is Russell. Tries to step up into the defense of Easton Kibble, knocked off of the stick. Once again, Tabist looks, tried to get it to the house, could not. And the Waupun defense is doing their job of not letting that puck get in the middle. Schlichting over the red line, drops it down low. Going to pick it up is going to be now Poppy. Poppy again, like grandma's zucchini bread. The Lakers trying to get it in the neutral zone. Does to Munger. Munger goes wide. Wallace, good job of holding at the line. Wow. Great stick or skates to hold the blue line. DeLong with it at the top of the house. Fires wide of the net. Nobody there for the rebound. The Lakers trying to keep it in control, and it'll be picked up there by Zingsheim, I believe. Nope, it's not. It's Neville. Onto the stick of Shears. Gonna try and walk in on Poppy. Good job on the back check by DeLong to stop the attack of Waupun. Up against the boards. Chip trying to get it loose. They do. Good pass over here to Doro. Doro shot, elevate. Talley sees it the whole way and grabs a hold of it and gets the save. After the transition. 9:46. Oh, off of the faceoff. Tried to get it there. Tabist tried to get it in this time. Could not. Zingsheim trying to clear. Gets it over to number 16, Easton Neville. Banged off of the boards. Arndt picks it up in the neutral zone. Battling there with Dorrit. Off of the boards. Claire Russell with it. Moves it across the blue line. Doro hustling in. A good job there staying in the passing lane by number 16, Easton Neville. Neville has the puck on the stick. Loses it. Gets it bumped off. It'll be picked up there. Up against the boards to Doro. Doro through the neutral zone. Good defense once again. That time by number 25, Jake Teachout. They're doing a good job of controlling the passing lanes here against the Lakers. Shot. That's going to go right into the glove of Talley. And the Lakers doing exactly what the Warriors want them to do as far as their shots. Having to shoot from the outside, usually at the top of the circles. And it's an easy save as Talley can see it the whole way. Pulled out of the corner there by Colby Dawson. Picked up, skating up against the boards. Teachout got pinched off. Dropped in there, down there by number 34, Bentley Rogers. Rogers' bucket list is to go to a Minnesota Wild game. It's in the back of the net by number 3, Munger for the Lakers as they get on the board. Got Talley sucked into his net. Is what it looked like to me. Yeah, not out at the top of the blue paint and left an angle wide open. May have been off pipe a little bit. And a goal scored for Sheboygan, number 3, Marcella Munger wants teleportation, and her favorite drink is Liquid IV. Liquid IV is a lot salty to me. That's not my favorite drink. Alex Wallace on the assist. And the bucket list there is skydiving and scuba diving. And the favorite movie is The Longest Yard. I don't know about the skydiving thing. I'll take the scuba diving thing, Jacob. I'm not jumping out of a plane.
Most definitely. I'd rather go diving than
I'll take my chances with a shark.
jumping out of a plane.
Why would you do that? It's a perfectly good transportation device. I mean, you would never jump out of the car with a parachute, would you?
I would never.
While you're going down the highway just to see what happens?
Nope. Never
But
see me doing that.
yeah, to each their own. I like the fact that we got bucket lists here. So again, thank you to Jamie Kurtz for putting together this list for me. Much appreciated. Sheboygan on the board just recently. Let's see what that does. Skating with it now is Parker Dorward. Comes through the middle of the ice, has Russell on the side, makes a spin move at the blue line that makes that. You never want to do that. They got lucky there that wasn't called offsides because the body technically came in before the puck. Stepping up, shot, knocked down in front, cleared there by Zingsheim. Tally makes the initial stop, and the defense does what it's supposed to. P holds it in, stepping up, brings it back to Dorward. Tried to make the cross ice pass. Mistake. Shears with it. Wallace tries to knock it off. Owen Shears is going to get called here for the trip on number 13, Parker Dorward. Knew it right away. Going to the box will be number 13. His favorite movie is The Mighty Ducks and needs super speed as their superpower. Minute 30 on the trip here at 6:41. Waupun on their first power play to see if they can get something rolling here. We've got Dawson, Zingsheim, Shears, Arndt. Trying to pick up on the far side is 16 Easton Neville. Sheboygan looking for a shorty. Picked up here for Sheboygan, short-handed. Doro goes around Zingsheim. Looking for somebody in the house, trying to get it to work there. Couldn't quite get it off of the heel. That's Munger once again. Waupun trying to get something set up. Turned over again in the neutral zone. They're going to have to go back and regroup. Cross ice pass on to Shears. Shears takes it into the zone and is being hounded there by a couple of Lakers, and they cleared into the neutral zone. A good penalty kill here for the Lakers. Trying to walk it in. Back check from Beast. Picked up there by Poppy. Banks it off of the board, trying to clear it out. Munger has it taken away. Couldn't quite get it cleared. Poppy looks, clears this time up against the boards over to Zingsheim. 15 seconds. I don't think Waupun got a shot off. In fact, I don't even know if they got it into the zone set up. Good penalty kill here for the Lakers. And I talk about this all the time, all the way up through juniors. And I think that Justin and Caleb will agree with you, is that you put pressure on the puck, it's hard to think. And that's one of the things that the Lakers have done. Penalty killed off. Both teams at full strength. DeLong tries to get it past. Zingsheim does. Drops it down low. Claire Russell going in on the forecheck. Can't get there. Peyton Schlichting instead up against the half wall. Now Russell grabs a hold of it. Gets it over to Munger. Into the slot area. It's Wallace. Great work here. And a couple of saves there by Tally. That'll go all the way down. Maybe for an ice. We'll see. Gerdakis has to play it. Gets on top of it. Gets the whistle for Sheboygan. Let's see what we got going on in that chat here. Turn on Shane to Beast on from Sheboygan. His aunt all the way from sunny Florida. Hey, I'm glad it's nice there for you. Go Lakers and go Doro. Number 43, let's go Lakers. Go Bauer Kurtz, number 5 on the Lakers. Watching from Kirksville, Missouri. Big sister and her medical school friends. Hey, good. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the broadcast here for Bauer Kurtz. Skating with it. He's got 2 on. Move over to good shot. Too late to pull the trigger. Should have moved it back that time from Bentley Rogers. Had the opportunity. That would have been the better play, but they'll go back and watch it and learn from this, hopefully. Nell Poppy with it now, down by the goal line. Looks. Had Rogers on this far side. Changes directions, being hounded by 2 Warriors. Tries another escape move. Gets it over here to Wallace. Wallace looks, goes out front, pulls the trigger as Russell. The Lakers are swarming, but the defense of the Warriors turns it away. With 3:40 left here, and 3-1. Waupun controlling so far. Dorwart going to go back and pick it up. Picked up there at Bauer Kurtz, just as we mentioned. Onto the stick of Rogers. 2-on-2 with Tabis. Walks around one defenseman. Shot, puck loose. Tries to backhand it. Pops it up over the top of the goalie. I thought it was going in. Is that going to be an ice? It would have been if Gerdakis didn't go out and play it, but does try to play it. And that gives number 3, Peyton Schlichting, a chance to hustle in there. Trying to break it out again are the Lakers. Russell tried to chip it. Picked up over there. Step up there by Dorwart. Cross ice pass. On to Wallace. Jackson Zingsheim with it. For the Warriors. Controlling the puck, trying to get it out. Banged off of the wall. Griffin Batzler does. Hustling back, though, is Nell Poppy. She has got good edges here and good stick work. Gets it over to number 13, Parker Dorwart. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Russell makes a move around one Warrior. Gets it into the zone, and it's taken away right at the blue line. Owen Shears gets it down by the goal line after the Warriors knock it off of the attack. Jackson Zingsheim again is going to make a couple of moves through the neutral zone. Going to try and walk it in with some speed. Poppy turns him away. Blows a tire. That's going to be picked up there by Poppy. She's going to turn and burn this time through the neutral zone, across the red line, drops it in. She's going to go in on the forecheck, picks it up herself, hand, and missed wide. Waited for the ricochet to come back a little bit more, could not. Good pass over here. The Lakers are definitely doing their best to move the puck, and they do a great job of moving it. Arndt with it for the Warriors. Down to the hash marks. Gets it all the way down to the goal line. Brings it back up to Owen Shears at the blue line. Looking. Takes a shot at the top of the circles. Too much feet in the way as Bauer Kurtz knocks it down with the shin pads. Going in to try and pick up the puck up against the wall. Hustle play there by Leland DeLong. Cross ice pass over to Wallace outside of the reach. And the Warriors drop it back in. Coming up on 55 seconds remaining. Tabist steps up at the blue line. Tries to cut to the inside. Too many Warrior sticks. And it's knocked off on the attack. Into the neutral zone. Once again, controlled by Alex Wallace. Cross ice pass to Doro. Doro tries to make a couple of moves. Cannot get around Jackson Zingsheim. In the neutral zone. Right in front of my computer, I couldn't see what was happening. Munger with a nice pass over to Alex Wallace. Tries to get around number 4, Colby Dawson can't. That's going to squirt out, and we'll get a whistle for an offsides. That's the first whistle in a while, Jacob. That's pretty good, clear play.
Yeah, most definitely. We haven't heard one in quite a while, unless it's been a goalie cover-up, and it's not been too physical or any much penalties since that 6:41 mark.
Good, clean hockey here tonight. And you're going to see some penalties always when you have the speed of these two teams. Comes back out. Waiting, DeLong waiting until they get back on side. They do. Tries to go up the middle. No way. Waupun sticks are right there. Stopping the attack is Schlichting and Dawson and Batzler. They're not letting the attack come in, and the Waupun Warriors have the lead after 2. Let's see what's going on in the chat. My apologies. I did not see Gabe Sandrone come in, so thank you for letting me know that happened. And Grandma and Grandpa Russell watching from Benson, Arizona, rooting for Claire and Vincent on the Lakers team. Thanks again for putting that stuff into the chat. Let's talk about those Lakers. Bauer Kurt's favorite movie is Happy Gilmore, and bucket list wants to swim with sharks. Now, I want to go swimming, but I don't know if I want to go swimming with sharks. Favorite movie for Parker Dorward is The Mighty Ducks, and would love to have super speed as his superpower. On the bucket list for Shane Tabeast is to visit Alaska and would love to have invisibility as a superpower. I think I talked about Grandma's grilled cheese for DeLong. Vincent Russell, pump-up song is Turn My Swag On. I think I talked about that as well. Bentley Rogers wants to go to a Wilds game. Favorite movie is Miracle. Let's see what else we got. Nell Poppy's Grandma's Zucchini Bread and wants to go to Edmonton to see some hockey. Went to Montreal and saw some hockey. My son was lucky enough to go there and play in a tournament. Claire Russell, favorite restaurant is the Cheesecake Factory, and the bucket list is to go to Hawaii. Greta Gerdakis, we talked about that. Gabe Sandrone coming in. Favorite artist is Ozzy, and he wants to go to Florida for his bucket list. Thanks again to everybody here, and we've got a third period that is shaping up here to be a dandy. As Sheboygan was buzzing around but could not get anything past Tally, as the defense was pretty solid for the Warriors as they're packing it in, forcing them to move it. Arndt dumps that in. That'll be an offsides as one of the Warriors was still stuck in the zone. Arndt loves food. That's what it just simply has there. Favorite meal, loves food. Squirts out into the neutral zone again. Waupun gets back on side. Sheboygan trying to move the puck. Played there by Sandrone. Is it Sandrone? I can't remember now. Gabe Sandrone gets on top of it. I believe it's Sandrone. If I'm mispronouncing that, please let me know. At 14:26. Pee-wee Bees is cheering for the Lakers. Let's go. Glad to see that they're there watching to see how this turns out here. Again, Sheboygan dominated pool play here, but right now, Waupun has come up with a good game plan for their 5 coaches. Buzzing here on the offensive side are the Warriors. It's number 16, Easton Neville, trying to get it. Picked up there by the Lakers. Skating through the zone. Gets to the blue line. Moves it over to Doro. Doro slams on the brakes at the blue line. Not sure what that was about. Now decides to walk it in. Has it. Gets it past Kibble. Looks. Walks inside. Just puts it through the 5-hole and scores a second goal for the Lakers. Nice move there by Doro. That'll be an unassisted goal. I want to check and see. I know they gave us the saves, but Jacob, I wasn't paying attention close enough to hear what they had said.
20. They said 22 for Waupun and 8 for Sheboygan.
In that period, 22?
Yeah.
Okay. Unassisted. It's Sandrone. Thank you very much for letting me. I appreciate knowing that. That's what I thought it was, but because I've seen him play several times and have been very impressed every time I've seen him in net. And I want to give props to the coaching staff for the Sheboygan Lakers to allow the goalies to split even time, even though they were down 3-1. It would have been, or 3-0. It would have been easy to pull. Greta Gerdakis, but they stay with it, stay the course, follow their procedures. Good pass there by Russell over to Wallace. Couldn't quite finish. Hertz. Shot towards the net again. The defense is packed all around Wyatt Talley, not giving him a chance to get any puck near him. Doro just decided he was going to muscle his way through the defenseman. Dorward trying to pick it up for the Lakers into the neutral zone. Picked off there by the Waupun Warriors. Number 16, Easton Neville. Drops it back to Shears. Neville, a little bit of back and forth. Down below the goal line. Banged up against the boards. Picked up there by Shears. Tries to walk to the top of the house. To the circles, and a good block there by Bauer Kurtz. Laying out and stopping that attack. Not afraid of that hard piece of rubber flying at him. Picked up here this time. Trying to make a move. Turned over at the line. And again, Kurtz stops the attack of Owen Shears. That's going to clear into the neutral zone. Waupun picks it up. Hustle play as they caught him into a chain. Jackson Zingsheim cuts to the inside. Drops for Neville. Couldn't get it. Boy, they had him beat big time, Jacob.
Yeah, they did. They caught him in the middle of a change, and lucky that they just got enough back. It was he was trying to cut through the middle.
Munger with speed. Drops it over to Russell. Russell fires. That's going to go into the netting, and it's going to fly out of play. And we'll get a whistle. 3-2 is the score here from the Prison City Cup PWA Championship. 11-19. Munger pulls it back to Poppy. Poppy tries to get it back over to Munger. As the three ladies look like they're trying to run a cycle. Rojas gets in there to try and disrupt it. Does a nice job. Munger on the give and go. Has it turned over. Russell to Munger. Tries to pull the trigger. Cannot. Good defense again. As I said, they're packing around, protecting. Oh, they had a chance there and a good stick lift over there by, I want to say that was number 18, Griffin Batzor. Shot into the shin pads. DeLong gets turned away by Colby Dawson. Sorry, I keep saying, yeah, Colby, thank you. That's going to go off of the stick. They're not going to call the trip there. Picked up there by Doro. Doro gains some back, walks through there and gets on top of it. Is nice play by Wyatt Talley to get the glove on top and seal it. After Doro, with a little bit of stick handling, got it through some skates. Little gas Doro looks like, as he's got the stick resting on the thighs already. Has it, pulls it back to Kurtz. Shot, bouncing puck. Wyatt Talley is able to read it. My apologies there for the blue screen. DeBeast won it, got it over to Doro. Tried to walk in. That'll be a cross check that's going to be called on Doro. And it is. I think he gave the sign for a hook, but I almost think that it was a cross check. We'll see. Yep, it is a cross check. Minute 30. Up on the clock to number 43, Tim Doro. And we'll see if the Waupun Warriors can take advantage here with the power play. Coach Gerdakis wants a little bit of an explanation.
Only 2 penalties so far this game, and both of them coming against Sheboygan. So I definitely could see why he was wanting to have a conversation.
Yeah, but 2 penalties isn't enough, I mean, to really warrant. I think if you're looking at 5-0, that makes more of a sense. But Sheboygan has worked well with it, pucks shorthanded. On that last one that they did that penalty kill for, they just ate up the time. Just like this. Russell battling against Owen Shears. Picked up over there by Neville. Puck pressure on the puck. Russell chases. Turned over to the Warriors. Picked up there again, though, by Neville. Battle over there by Shane Beast. Back into the neutral zone. Icing will be waved off. Zingsheim goes to pick it up. Down to 35 seconds left here in the power play for the Warriors. Zingsheim going to try and walk his way in. Turns the defense. Shot and a save there by Sandrone. After the attack by Zingsheim. 28 seconds remains here on the power play. Faceoff's going to go to the Trapper side here of Gabe Sandrone. Now Poppy trying to get it out of the zone. Battle there up against the wall with Logan Arndt. Puck pops up into the air. Waupun trying to get something to work here on their power play. Trying to clear it was number 20, Leland DeLong. Going to rip that one down. They'll take the icing with 3 seconds remaining. And 1 second left on the power play opportunity. And we'll see what happens here. This actually isn't a bad setup because coming out of the box with 1 second, Waupun needs to be aware and keep a defenseman back, and they are. Jackson Zingsheim is going to mark. Tim Doro coming out of the box. So I understand what they did there for Sheboygan. Penalty is killed off. Picked up, Doro calling for it. Gets it at the red line. Makes a move, gets inside the zone. 3 Warriors collapse. Zingsheim takes it away. Going to turn around, gets right past Dorwart. Walks in, shot wide of the net. There's another one into the side of the net for the Warriors. Trying to hold it in, they do. Picked up there by Munger. Gets through the neutral zone, chips it forward to Alex Wallace. Munger drops it down low. Going in on the forecheck will be Claire Russell. Up against the board, Zingsheim hounding Russell. Schlichting pops that thing down. Picked up this time by Nell Poppy. Good cross-ice pass right up to, straight pass, I guess, right up to Claire Russell. Good stretch pass there. Taken away by Tabist. Turns on the edges, goes across the red line, comes in on the attack. Warriors forcing him to the outside. Turns and looks, gets it into the slot, tried to make the pass, picked off there by Arndt. Skating with it is Logan Arndt into the neutral zone, drops it into the red, across the blue line into the offensive zone. Stays there, gets back up. Held at the blue line. Picked up. Tried to clear, bangs that one. That might go down all the way for an icing, and it will. At 6:59, the Waupun Warriors are 7 minutes away from a championship in the Prison City Shootout. And the Lakers trying to battle back, get this thing to even. Lando with it for the Warriors, held into the zone, trying to get it out. They do. Doro picks it up at the red line, blows past Arndt, comes in top of the circle, shot wide of the net for Sheboygan. Knocked down, picked up there by Doro. Banged up against the boards. Owen Shears this time looks to make a move. Turns the corner, knocked off of there by Bauer Kurtz. Picked up there, 1-on-1 is going to be Doro. He decides to drop it in. Oh, as Lando put some pressure. I couldn't see him up against here. My computer's pinched up against the board. Jackson Zingsheim this time going to try and turn. Now Poppy marketing, trying to turn him wide. Knocks it off of the stick. Backhand opportunity there by Jake Teachout. Puck still loose. Picked up there by Poppy. Uses the back of the net as an escape move. Comes through the middle of the ice. Gets wide. Goes around Neville. Drops it down low. Snow over there by the boards, which you expect to see as they go on the chains constantly. Dropped into the neutral zone. Whip around opportunity. Puck loose. Good job there by Talley to seal the bottom of the ice with the pads. Sheboygan looking to get the equalizer. Comes all the way back out. Schlichting looks. Knocked into the stick up to Beast. Taken away there by Russell. Good pass over there and a good dive and a layout by number 25, Jake Teachout for the Warriors. .525 and counting here in the third period. The Waupun Warriors holding on to a 1-goal lead here in the championship game against the Sheboygan Lakers. Doro tried to make the cross ice pass and a good defense. Sacrificing is Easton Kibble. Cross ice pass to the D. Nice move, walks it inside, loses it, trying to make a little bit too much of a move. Kurtz dropped it over to Doro. Off of the stick. Picked up here for Waupun. Into the neutral zone. Schlichting tries to move it. Can't get it. Munger has it. Moves it all the way across ice. Going to pick it up is going to be Bauer Kurtz. Back, D to D. Moves it over to Parker Dorward. Up to number 34, Bentley Rogers. Jackson Zingsheim with it. Tries to center it. Nobody there. Cleared up against the board. Stepping up is Kibble. Zingsheim's going to go back and pick it up. 4:15 and counting. Bangs it off of the board. Picked up there by Poppy. Arndt cut her off up against the boards. Tried to drop it in low to Russell. Couldn't quite get it there. Off of the stick of Poppy. Sandrone puts it into the corner. Poppy will go over there and pick it up for the Lakers. Down below the goal line. Being hounded over there by Shears. Banged off of the boards. Picked up by number 23, Vincent Russell. Held into the zone here for the Warriors. Nice couple of moves right there by number 20, DeLong, Leland DeLong. And a backhand. No, ice is waved off. Now Poppy tries to pick it up again for the Lakers. Here's the thing that happens here, Jacob, is these players that are used to doing the stick handling and feeling like they're the ones that have to control, stay on the ice too long and they get winded. Shot off of the post by Doro. Tries to fire one back. Getting it back into the net. Munger tries to turn the corner. Drops it to Kurtz. D to D pass. Swinging it here to the Lakers. Elevate. Banged it off of the dasher board. Picked up there by Doro. Munger shoots. And a cross fly save with the glove by Wyatt Talley at 3:02. But you can see, look at the players. Look how gassed they look.
But when you're down one, you want to try and get a goal, and you got to keep your playmakers out there. But it can be a side effect of them getting absolutely exhausted.
Yep, not at the impact of giving up a goal coming back the other way. Zingsheim looks for it, splits the defense, gets it on, and Sandrone gets on top of it and gets the whistle at 2:43. Come on, zinger, says Kelly Mueller, and this game is cooking. It is. Our friend from Serbia. And a timeout's going to be called. And I didn't see who's got it. We'll see which way they point. I'm assuming that's going to be on Sheboygan for the timeout here. 2:43. And again, a thank you to the coaches on both of these teams. Head coach Nick Arndt, assistant coach Matt Tank, Eric Landel, David Schlichting, and Derek Teachout over there for the Warriors. And for the Lakers, Casey Gerdakis, Matt Poppy, and Kyle Corpy are the coaches here. Thank you for all the time, and also thank you to the parents for your willingness to come here to the Prison City Shootout one more time. It's greatly appreciated. at 2:43. They got to be talking over there. When do we pull the goalie? If we need to pull the goalie.
Yeah, most definitely. When you want to get your extra attacker out there and try and create a goal, but the only side effect of that is you leave the net open, and if Waupun gets a hold of the puck, they could shoot it down and make an empty net goal.
Let's see what happens here. Faceoff is down in the Lakers zone at 2:43. Waupun trying to win their Prison City shootout. Won by the Lakers. Trying to get it into the zone. Oh, good active stick there by number 4, Colby Dawson. Aren't with it. Takes it down to the McKing Manufacturing logo. Tries to move it up. Knocked down there by Shears. Hustling with it is Easton Neville. Takes the shot into the shin pads of Poppy. Puck is loose into the area. Walking in. Good save there by Sandrone. Solid and no panic. Waupun trying to keep it down in the zone. Cross ice pass right on the stick of Nell Poppy. She's going to try and split the defense. They walk right through. Shot. Wyatt Talley leaves a juicy rebound, doesn't pay the price. That'll be an icing as it goes underneath the stick, and it'll come back here with 1:52. Now, is this the time you pull Sandrone? If it's me, I am. Face off down in the zone. You're down by 2 goals. Now's the time. You never know if you're going to get
Down by
there.
1 goal.
Well, down by 1. Thank you. Sorry about that. And a timeout this time is going to be called. I believe this one will be called by this time they're going to call it. I believe it's going to be Waupun who takes the timeout again. I don't see they're so quick with their point and pulling things off for these young officials. But let's pop this in there. Should have called a penalty on that hit. Yeah, maybe. And you're welcome. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream here. I enjoy bringing it to you. Not sure how many more times we can be doing this here. These Sunday nights or Sundays, long days. Got here at 7:15 to get everything set up for the first game. But you get the excitement going on like this, a 3-2 championship game. Gotta love it. I am sure the conversation has to be, first of all, get your players some rest. That's exactly what they wanted to do. And now the second conversation over for Sheboygan is, when do we pull the goalie? When do we add the extra attacker? And again, if it's me, faceoff is down in the Waupun zone. Get 6 people out there. And they decide not to. Sandrone is going to go back into the net. Thanks again for joining us here. Championship Sunday. Munger trying to win it against Zingsheim. Picked up there by the Warriors. Skating with it. Comes through the middle of the ice. Owen Shears has it taken off by Kurtz. Falls into Neville. Drops it all the way back down off of the stick of Kurtz. Tries to escape up against the boards. Picked up there by Doro. They've got all their attackers on. Doro steps on the gas. Tries to go around. Has control. Loses it there. That should have been a hook. They're not going to call it. Shot. Puck is loose. Wide open net. And they couldn't get it for the Lakers. Comes back into the neutral zone. They did pull Sandrone. 6 attackers here for the Lakers. Dorward swings it over to 97, Wallace. At the hash marks, continuing to battle are the Warriors. Munger with the Lakers. Down below the net. Trying to clear it. Kurtz keeps control. Tries to walk it in. Blows a tire. Chance here for the Warriors. Comes all the way back down into the neutral zone. Picked up there by number 13, Parker Dorward. Everybody gets back on sides. Good step up that time by Arndt to stop the attack. It's in the snow. Pulled away from the bench. 30 seconds. Dropped down by the Lakers. Trying to get there on the forecheck. In the left wide open. How did they get lucky there not to be able to pull it? Toro picks it up. All over him are a couple of Warriors. Into the slot. Russell. Shot blocked. Lay out there by Zingsheim to knock it down. Gets into the neutral zone. 8 seconds. High played with a high stick and a whistle. And the faceoff is going to come all the way back down into the Warrior zone with 5 seconds remaining. Played with a high stick. .3 seconds remain before the Waupun Warriors have the chance to pull out a championship. And to me, this is a huge upset. After losing 9-2. Puck is going to be rimmed around, trying to hold it in there into the neutral zone. And the Waupun Warriors are going to win a championship here in their home tournament, the Prison City Shootout. Wow, what a fantastic contest we had here today. As the Lakers and the Warriors, and the victor is going to be the Waupun Warriors here in the Prison City Shootout. 3-2. And we'll stay here as they're going to hand out the plaques, I'm assuming. They'll keep them on the ice, I'm guessing. The contest is over. I don't know why the Sheboygan coach is arguing, but it is what it is. Game's over. I don't understand this, why they're even having an argument. Game is over. The Waupun Warriors win 3-2. And we'll hand out the team plaques.
Sheboygan Lakers. If the goalie wants to come out, collect your flag. Thank you guys for a hard fought.
Sorry about that with the broadcast. I have no idea why we lost internet and it kicked us out one more time, but
Number 14.
We're still showing the medals here for
23.
Sheboygan. They are picking up their individual medals. We're going to break down parts of this here. Let's see if we can break down this and still be able to keep our dream going here. Let's see. Let's pull this one and this one and this one. As they hand out the medals. You have the
Number 20.
I don't know why they're going out of this goofy order, but The Lakers from Sheboygan, runner-up. And I'm sure they are just as shocked. We can disconnect this here. Going to pick it up, the championship plaque for the Waupun Warriors will be Wyatt Talley.
For the Warriors on the weekend, we got a hat trick for number 15.
And a hat trick patch goes to, or a chip, I guess, that they do for Owen Shears. Used to be a patch that they were able to sew on and keep. And now they're giving away their medals. So they're just going down the line instead of doing it in numerical order, which makes it difficult for us. Number 16, Easton Neville. Number 25, Jake Teachout. Number 18, Griffin Batzler. Number 19, Jackson Zingsheim.
Number 15, Owen Shears.
Number 15, Owen Shears.
Number 5, Logan Arndt.
Logan Arndt, number 5.
Number 22, Cruz Steffens.
Number 22, Cruz Steffes.
Number 4, Colby Dawson.
Number 4, Colby Dawson.
Number 30.
Number 34 is Lonnie Landau.
Number 39, Easton Kibble.
Number 39 is Easton Kibble. Number 3 is Peyton Schlichting.
Number 12, Amaya.
And number 12, Amaya Rojas.
Number 14, Lake Nelson.
And number 14, Lakin Nelson.
Your Waupun Warriors, Wyatt Talley.
And for the goalie, Wyatt Talley. Congratulations to the Waupun Warriors for their hard-fought victory here in the Prison City Shootout. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here on Jeff's live stream. Thank you, Jacob, for joining me here. I appreciate it. I hope that you picked up a little bit of some knowledge on what you need to do to call games. And it was worth your time, I hope.
Yeah, most definitely.
Awesome. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. We are back at it already on Monday with some high school action. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is what we've got coming up on the schedule, and it's going to be packed from now on. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast once again. Take care, God bless, and we can't wait to see you at a rink or a basketball court near us.